Mic check. One, two. Mic check. One, two, one, two. Microphone check. One, two. Peace. Welcome to walk. All that good stuff. This has gotta be the wildest shit I've experienced. I'm not sure where motherfuckers is even going with this shit. I guess we'll figure it out in time, right? Figure it out in time. No, that's not what I want. So, what I understand is Turtle Gang got some unofficial spokesman. That's what I'm hearing. So many want to speak for us. Everybody wants to be Turtle Gang, or at least tell our story. Really? You feel so empowered that you could tell my story? Sure, I'd love to hear your story. Love to hear your story. I don't know, man. I know when I was on 125th Street, when the House of Consciousness was a real place that you can actually pull up on, right? I remember when I was on 125th Street, 2016, with my genealogy book, which dated back to 2001. Hold up. I remember when I was on 125th Street in Harlem, across from the Apollo, 50 niggas out there, and I was out there with my tribal nation hoodie on with our tribal seal on it. Nobody else out there had on a tribal seal. A bunch of fezzes out there. Yeah, I came there with the Moors. The Moors asked me to come meet them up there because we was debating with Reggie on tribalism. Was tribalism good or bad? So yeah, that's the context of what the debate was on 125th Street, live. Not no online, we can hide behind the keyboard shit. Some real shit outside Harlem. Feel me? So yeah, I was out there with my genealogy book. Right? Ain't that what we talking about? Supposed to be talking about genealogy? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I'm real consistent. It was this book. Let's look at that. Look at that. Let's see, 2001. Did I say 2001? I think I said 2001, if I'm not mistaken. Did I say 2001? Yeah, so I was on 125th Street with my genealogy book, right? Talking about how important it is to identify with your family. You know what I'm saying? 2016, I was out on 125th Street with a book that was published in 2001, speaking on the importance of reconnecting with your family, tribal identity, right? That was me. Because this whole Aboriginal, indigenous, tribal movement was about reconnecting via what? Genealogy. Via what? Genealogy, records, right? Records, right? That's how we're supposed to tie it back, right? Right? Get all your public records, right? So you can tell exactly who you are, right? Family names, right? Ain't that what's supposed to be empowering our people? Genealogy. We're using genealogy tied back into our indigenous roots, right? And then we all gonna tell our own story because the white man been telling lies. Ain't that what this shit was supposed to be about? People of color coming together based on genealogy, not what the white man told us, right? And the genealogy you were supposed to be standing on was your genealogy, your family records. So you're supposed to be talking about your family, right? Why? Because the white man has misclassified us. The white man has done this and taken our identities away and stole our identities. So now the only people qualified to speak for us is us, and the language we speak is called genealogy, right? Ain't that what we all supposed to be doing? That's what I thought we all were supposed to be doing. All right? Peace. Ain't that what we were supposed to be doing? Tying back through our genealogy? I'm going to keep doing this shit. Right? Let's say least we forget. Right? That's your power in your genealogy. Right? So that's mine right there. This is mine. And it got all my family members in it. And we update it every year. Every time somebody gets born, we add their name to the list. Right? This is a record that my family has been keeping since 1700s, 1600s, 1700s. All right? That's my family's genealogy. So, if you're not in this book, you're not qualified to speak on my family or our history. And because we all suffer from misclassification and misrepresentation, right? It should be an unwritten rule in this era of self-determination that we are given the space to define ourselves, right? Ain't that what everybody talking about? Undrip, and I could tell my story. Okay, so I'm curious as to know why are so many people out here trying to tell me and my family's story. I know you use these terms loosely and you think they're just generic terms, but when you start talking about certain people, certain locations, certain histories, unbeknownst to y'all actually are referencing the family's history. Like when y'all talk about the Pequot War and the different, different wars that took place, right, all up and down the East Coast, you're actually talking about families who have connections to all those, right? So I know to you it seems like you're just talking about general history, right? But Mr. Clyde Winters, when you talk about Ramapo and Nanticoke and Shinnecock, and you try to tell our history, and you're not from any of our communities, you have no ties to us, and you misrepresent the information, why shouldn't we address it? Why do we now become the bad guy? Because we address the misinformation that y'all put out about us. So yeah, Clyde Winters, you're absolutely wrong. And I talk like I call you a liar and all that, but if we actually were to sit down and talk, I would be more respectful to you, right? But one thing you're not going to do is lie on people's families. Why are people out here trying to tell history as if it isn't attached to specific groups and specific families as to where this information can be verified? Clyde Winters, you have no right, you have no authority, and you definitely don't have any connection to any indigenous cultures or ways, because if you did, you would know not to be speaking on other people's business, not to be acting like you are expert on some people that you know nothing about. Let me tell you why I know Clyde Winters don't know what he's talking about. Because when he starts running off his list of who the original Black Indians were, he says Lenape, and he says Ramapo, and he says Nanticoke. Bro, those are Lenape. Why are you saying them as if they're different people? Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen, I don't need to read any books about this is what I know that you know he's biased because of what he wrote about the Olmecs. I don't have to touch none of those. I know he's full of shit because he's talking about my family. He's talking about families I descend from. That's how I know he's full of shit. Because at some point, when you're running your mouth about historic figures, you people forget that those historic figures have lived on throughout their family. Like y'all the only people that had family. So my thing is, if these people are genuine about what they say they're here to do, which is supposed to be honoring their own ancestors through their genealogy, right? That's the first step. I want to know, why are people talking about other people's families and other people's genealogy? And on top of talking about them, why are they trying to minimize or disparage them in their contributions? Huh? What's going on? When did indigenous people start doing that? So a picture is trying to be painted that I switched up somehow, and I guess I came into the, as they would say, I came into the game as a Moor. That's what they would tell you, right? That's literally what they'll come out their mouths and say. We switched up. What's really going on? These people have flip-flopped between different, they've claimed to be this, they've claimed to be that. And Turtle Gang got these motherfuckers on tape claiming that the Yamasee at Olmec, the Lenape at Olmec, I'm Chickasaw, I'm this, like claiming all types of fuck shit, right? So, because their brains is like peanut, like minimal, everything that they do, they literally try to accuse me of. So, Turtle Gang is exposed as an agent. By who? Who the fuck exposed me as an agent? You? No, you're just saying words. Meanwhile, a man that you were friends with, that was a part of your inner circle, called you an agent based on information he knows that the public doesn't know. So I got somebody who don't know me calling me an agent based on, I'm going to show you what it's based on, as opposed to somebody who you ran with, someone who you broke bread with. So because you've been called out as an agent by your inner circle, now you want to call me out as an agent, but you're not a part of my inner circle. You're not a part of my extended circle. Like, you're literally the most random nobody ever. Like, you got ran out of a city that you was claiming like you was doing big things in. I got you on tape saying that too. Oh yeah, we doing things in Philly and ain't doing shit. You getting run the fuck up out of Philly. The fuck happened? I go to Philly anytime I want. Been going to Philly all my life. West 58th Street, nigga. That's my grandmother lived. I was damn near raised in Philly. Stupid. Fuck happened. Niggas act like Jersey ain't right next to fucking Philly. What does it matter with you niggas? Now niggas went down south for the winter, for the summer. He's like, oh, I'm going down south. My down south was Philly. That was down south for me, going to Philly for the summer. All right? So, least we forget, above all, this is about genealogy. It's about your genealogy. This is the same book I was on 125th Street in 2016 banging on the Afrocentrics with. I was the first one standing up to people talking about, no, we ain't just African. We got an other history that's attached to us. That was me doing that on 125th Street. Yeah. So you can try and rewrite the history all you want. Try and act like what happened didn't happen, all the way from South Carolina or Tennessee or whatever basement you're sitting in and whatever nigga's house that you fucking living with. You could do that. It only changes the false reality for the people who follow you. It doesn't change the actual phenomenon that occurred. So you could turn the volume down, you could paraphrase and say, I said this, I said that. No. Like I'm literally out there. I'm out there with the Moors, and they're all dressed identical in uniform. I'm out there with my tribal hoodie on, my little derby cap, whatever, and I'm doing my own presentation. I'm not out there demonstrating as a Moor. You could say I was a Moor and switched up. You could also say I'm a millionaire. If I check my bank account tomorrow, would there be $1 million in there? Not because you put it in there, I'll tell you that. See what I'm saying? Just because you say things like add power. I can say you're 6 foot. I can say you're 6 foot. And I can have everybody in the world believing you're 6 foot. And then when we run up on each other and you're actually 5'6" and I'm 6'4", that's gonna be the reality of it. And when that shit do happen, remember all the shit you said, nigga. When your 5'6" ass is standing across from a 6'4" nigga, and that nigga ready to fucking get at you, remember all the shit you said, nigga. Remember all the shit you said, nigga. All your little 5'6", fat, out of shape, floppy ass. Remember all the shit you say when that 6'3", 6'4" nigga run up on you. Yeah. Yeah. I heard about your little ass. I heard about you. You're a little nigga. I heard about you, a little fat nigga. Not only you fat, I thought you might have been like a fat 6 foot nigga. Nah, you a little fat, little midget nigga. Which brings me to the lesson of today. What is really going on? Why is Turtle Gang, who in 2016 was on 125th Street, banging out against Afrocentrics, defending indigenous, aboriginal, black culture and identity, why, and this book was published in 2001, just in case motherfuckers trying to say I switched up, my family switched up, weirdo shit. How all of a sudden am I the motherfucker who is trying to keep you niggas from being who you are? No, I'm telling you niggas, get your shit together, get your fucking genealogy together and go stand on your shit. I don't give a fuck who you got standing in front of. You got to stand in front of them Indians you don't like. You got to stand in front of your family that don't agree with you. Go stand in front of everybody you got to stand in front of and stand your ground. We did. We did. And we still here. Matter of fact, we in places that you can't fathom. And I know you like to say we're there because we're agents. That's cool. We're also millionaires, right? And you're also 6 foot. Because people say it. All right? Matter of fact, add power, I'm going to say you 7 foot. Fuck it. You 7 foot, nigga. You a 7 foot NBA all-star. Let's see what happens when you wake up tomorrow. Slip your ass in them little tight ass little people jeans you be wearing. See, you could say things all you want, don't make them so. In order to make things so, you got to put the work in. And the work is not about slandering other people. The work is shown and proved like this. This the work. See, I can crack open a page. I got all types of information in here. Narrative. I got wills in here. Everything. Pictures. You don't know about this sweetgrass. You don't know nothing about this shit. Look at all this stuff. These are pictures of my family. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. That's my grandfather. That's my grandmother. Look at all this, like all this wealth of information we have, and it's all because of genealogy. Look at the Indian, right? All this wealth of information we have in our book because of our genealogy, right? Which is what you should be doing instead of trying to tell my story, which is, oh yeah, when I was out there, right, and I was reading about this book and niggas' jaws was dropping and saying Kofi was like, yo, where can I get that book? I told him you can't buy it because it's my own personal book. But you actually can get it. You actually can get it. You'd have to get it from the United States National Archives. This book, our genealogy is actually in the archives because we're one of the oldest, quote unquote, black families in New Jersey. And we did a lot, right? And we lost a lot and we suffered a lot. Now, you can try and take that and twist it around and tell your part of the narrative, but you're in complete violation of all indigenous ethics. All indigenous nations, anybody who understands what it means to be indigenous knows after everything that indigenous nations have been through, right, that the only people that can tell their story properly is them. And if you're trying to tell another nation or another group of people's story, it's called indigenous erasure. So what I see amongst all these groups, I don't see them building on their history. I see them trying to erase others. So, absolutely no power wants to empower himself by attempting to erase my history from the minds of random YouTubers. Random YouTubers. Randoms that could benefit more from me than I could ever benefit from them. You know why? Because I don't ask you for money. I'm not begging. My life isn't predicated on how much money I make per day on YouTube. It's not how my life is set up. So I'm not sure why you think like YouTube is what made me. As Chai Tupac said, I'm an Indian on the internet. I'm not an internet Indian. Shout out to Chai too. I don't know. I know I have principles and I have morals, right? And I understand the indigenous way. I understand Aboriginal culture. I understand something as simple as this. The Dallas Cowboys, who have 5 NFL rings, do not need to ever mention the New York Giants when they're talking about their history. They only need to mention them in games where they're actually playing them. You know why? Because the Cowboys have their own history, right? They don't need to tear down another team to pick to bolster their history. You know what I'm saying? I can say this. Michael Jordan, who played against Magic Johnson in his first NBA Finals, Michael had no rings at the time. Magic had 5. Guess what? Michael didn't become the greatest player ever by taking Magic Johnson's rings away and talking shit about him. No, he became the greatest by first beating Magic Johnson and going on to win 5 more. His own work, with his own team. They put in their own hard work and labor and became the team that they became because of their effort, not because they were slandering other teams. Right? So all these people out here slandering Turtle Gang, none of this shit is going to make you more of an Indian. Nobody going to fuck around and give you an Indian card because you done told the most lies about Turtle Gang. That's not nowhere how this shit works. I'm sorry. I know somebody led you to believe that you get your little starter kit, and in the starter kit it says slander Turtle Gang, hate Turtle Gang. That's not how this stuff works. It works by loving yourself, teaching your history, and standing on it. And when people oppose you, being able to show and prove through actual facts. That's how civilized people in the world do it. Right? That's how civilized people do it, not savages. Savages have something called a kangaroo court or mob mentality, where they feel that if enough people agree to it, we can just overpower your decision with this mob mentality. That's that white people shit. That's that European shit. That's that colonizer concept. We're not gonna stand on truth. We're gonna stand on might. Might means right. That's white boy shit. So when you say we're regurgitating and doing what the white boy tells us, no, y'all are actually doing exactly what the white boy tells you. So let me talk about what's really going on. All right. There are various reasons why some people engage in bad mouthing and slandering others. Here are some possible explanations. Number one, insecurity. People who feel insecure, or I can actually write people who are 5'6", men who are 5'6", feel insecure about themselves or their own abilities, may resort to speaking ill of others in an attempt to make themselves look better in comparison. So, people who feel insecure about themselves or their own abilities may resort to speaking ill of others in an attempt to make themselves look better in comparison. You can't compare 5'6", 6'4". There's no comparison. It's a man and it's a child, like a little boy, like a woman at best. You're a fat woman. You're like a fat woman. Okay? 6'4", man, like a real man. Right? 5'6", chubby, damn near woman. In your feelings, in your emotions, insecure. Right? Damn near transgender. Let's go. Shout out to all my transgender. In fact, that's a disrespect to transgender. At least they commit to something. At least they stand on something. Okay? Let me see. All right. So you got insecurity. It's probably based on height. I don't know nothing about that shit. Don't know nothing about that shit. Pardon me. Putting others down can sometimes be a way for them to feel superior or more important. I'm not putting you down. I'm stating what is the truth. You are a short, fat person. It's the truth. I'm a tall, slender person. That's the truth. I'm not slandering you. You have a low IQ. That's the truth. You have comprehension problems. That's the truth. It's not slander. Let's go. Jealousy. Feelings of jealousy or envy towards someone else's success, appearance, relationship, or possession can lead individuals to badmouth or slander that person as a way to cope with their own negative emotions. So let's deal with jealousy. Jealousy, feelings of jealousy or envy towards someone else's success. Okay. Let's just look at this. That's called a success. I have my complete genealogy. That's success. That's a success. This nigga, I haven't found anything saying I'm an Indian or I'm a Moor. This nigga is a complete failure when it comes to genealogy. So he's probably jealous of that. Look at that. He's jealous. He's jealous because he doesn't have his own genealogy. Turtle Gang does. So he's jealous. I heard him make a statement once before saying, Turtle Gang, you probably about 5'7". That's when I knew he was a short nigga. There ain't no tall nigga thinking about 5'7". A tall nigga think 5'7", he's thinking in terms of a woman. You understand that? When I think 5'7", I'm thinking, oh, that's a tall woman. That's what the fuck I think. I don't ever, bro, when I was 5'7", I wasn't thinking about being 5'7". So when I look at people, because I'm a tall person, I assume they're tall, at least 6 foot. So when I see somebody online, I'm sizing them up, giving them the benefit of doubt. Oh, this nigga probably about 6 foot. Look like he about 6 foot, 260. All right. I probably have to dance around this heavy fat nigga. Because I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that you're an actual man with an actual size 12 shoe. You know, foot is 12 inches. That shit ain't 12 inches. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Right? So, but come to find out, and I found it out from somebody who I've actually been around, and he's not, don't feel no type of way about his height. Bro said he's 5'7", and you were shorter than him. Oh my goodness. That's what you really want to do? No, it's your insecurity, it's your jealousy, and it's all that shit. So, once again, jealousy, feelings of jealousy or envy towards someone else's success. So I came in the game talking about I am of native ancestry, right? And I've been successful, right? I've had to fight with people, but I'm respected everywhere. You don't think he's jealous of that? You don't think that little short nigga that nobody respects is jealous of the respect I get from actual respectable people? Yeah, it is what it is. All right, so here we go. Competition. In competitive environments, people may engage in badmouthing and slander as a means to gain an advantage over others. So the only competitive place he could conceive himself in a competition with me is YouTube. But I'm not here for YouTube. My success does not lie in YouTube. Although I have videos that have exceeded 250,000 views organically. I'm not pushing my shit on nobody. Right? I don't fucking advertise. I'm not hashtagging everything. I don't care about that shit. I get to the people I wanted to get to, the local tribes in my area, and I was successful with that. Yeah, absolutely. I use YouTube to get the attention of the local tribes, right? To reintroduce my family and my tribe to the local tribes. And I was wildly successful with that. That's how I use YouTube, not to destroy other people. I use YouTube to reintroduce my family and our history to the other local tribes in New Jersey, in New York, in the northeastern woodlands. And guess what? We were highly successful to the point where my family is repatriated back into our tribe, right? We are in communications with the greater nation, and I sit on my tribal council. So that's my success. I've been wildly, like, big up to cousin Silent Hawk for all the work he's done. Big up to cousin Carrie for all the work she's doing. She's fucking being successful, about to win this case, about to set everything off again. That's going to make life even easier for other people who understand what's going on. There's something called a precedent. Once you set a precedent, and we're talking about land that was stolen and taken from us, you know, that dollar shit, all that shit that niggas be talking about, my family's actually in court now fighting it. But we're being slandered on YouTube by some 5'6", jealous, self-hating Africans that don't want the rest of y'all to connect with your Indian ancestors. Because he can't. That's what's going on with all y'all. These people are teaching you to hate your relatives, so you stay with them in their little kindergarten class. So you don't graduate and fucking learn how to forgive and learn how to heal so you can reunite with your fucking people. Just like Kyrie Irving did. Right? Yeah. Keep letting these people push you away from your people. Alright, so here we go. What else? It says, by spreading rumors or false information, they may believe they can undermine the reputation or credibility of their competitors. Now, this is the thing. I'm not competing for YouTube followers. Do you understand that? I am not competing for YouTube followers. We can't help everybody. I can only help the people that are in my family. I can directly help people that are related to me. I can help them understand their history. I can help them get resituated with the tribe. And I've got a lot of family members that are reaching out in the moment because they want to be able to be a part of the tribal. They want to have more, let's say, tribal responsibilities. They want to be a part of what's going on with the tribe. They want their voices back in the tribe, right? So we're doing that for our actual family members, right? Irregardless of what they believe, it's their right to be repatriated and to be reaffiliated with their tribe. But they also got to come right, right? So I'm in the process of helping people do that. You can't even get one person from your family to co-sign that y'all even Indian. Like, and you're painting pictures of us as being some gatekeepers. The only gates we keeping niggas from is called prison. See, y'all wasn't around all them movements where niggas was getting locked up. Because wherever the fuck y'all from, niggas wasn't active down there. This is what it is. So what else we got here? Remember, people may inadvertently spread false information or make negative assumptions about someone based on incomplete or inaccurate information. And that's what's going on. A lot of people are just repeating what these people say. And now everybody has formed an opinion about Turtle Bear based on what these other people say, which is a complete violation of what you're supposed to be standing for. Because we're supposed to be in a time where we're speaking for ourselves, right? We're telling our own story. But see, none of this is genuine. Like, people are very disingenuous. So let's go. Past conflict or grudges. Previous conflicts, disagreements, or unsolved issues between individuals can fuel feelings of animosity, leading one party to badmouth or slander the other as a form of retaliation to seek revenge. Obvious. Same niggas used to be jumping in my inbox. You know what I mean? But let me tell you, niggas was jumping in my inbox with that hateful spirit, and I ain't want to have nothing to do with them. And we not dealing with none of these hateful ass niggas. So nigga done jumped in my inbox talking about let's make Turtle Island great again. Nigga done jumped in my inbox waving around a fucking shotgun. Like, fuck, I want to fuck with a nigga that's jumping in my inbox waving around a shotgun. See what I'm saying? Just weird shit. Weird. I think I'm cool. Will you accept me? No, nigga, you're a fucking weird. You niggas is weird. And what's with these little short, fat niggas? I don't get this shit, yo. So it says, by spreading gossip or rumors, they may attract attention to themselves or try to appear more influential. Cultural or social influences, cultural norms, social dynamics, or peer pressure can also play a role in why some people engage in badmouthing and slander. You see that? Like, this is all so obvious. And yeah, you understand. When I was in college, my minor was psychology. So I spent years studying the human mind, how it works. I'm very good at that. And if you listen to all this, it's spot on. Spreading gossip or rumor that may attract attention to themselves or try to appear more influential. Cultural or social influences, cultural norms, social dynamics, or peer pressure can also play a role in why some people engage in badmouthing or slander. In some environments, negative talk about others may be normalized or even encouraged as a way to fit in or gain acceptance. Damn, if that is not today's fucking conscious community, if that's not how people interact on these podcasts, I don't know what else is. Let me read that again. Negative talk about others may be normalized or even encouraged as a way to fit in or gain acceptance. Damn, That's where social media is right now. It's important to remember that engaging in bad mouthing and slander can have serious consequences, both for the individuals being targeted and for the people spreading the negativity. It can damage relationships, harm reputations, and create a toxic environment. It's generally more constructive to address conflicts or negative feelings directly and respectfully rather than resort to gossip or slander. So, I'm well past the gossip and the slander. I have no desire to make up lies about people who are probably like in a real bad way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, okay, I joke about you, you little short fat nigga. Okay, cool. But I know probably deep down you probably got all types of issues. That being a man, you afraid to ask for help. That's what meant, I'm sure deep down in that little 5'7" fat woman BBL body you got, that's not even a BBL, that's like this nigga got like what we call like a WBL or WAP body. You got like a American body. That's what you got. You got a American body. Yeah, so like at the end of the day, bro, like I know you down real bad. I know you fucking hate yourself, going through all these emotional shit. You see a nigga like me, and you're like, oh, this nigga, you know what I mean? You feel some type of way, and it makes you feel some type of way. Your neck hurt. Your neck hurt from looking up at a nigga. You got a little crick in your neck. You're not feeling good about yourself. Like my jeans is tight. I'm hungry. This nigga's damn near twice the size of me. Like, you feel some type of way. So you hide behind your little online shit and you talk real crazy. When really, if we was ever in the room together, you'd be like this. But no, you gotta understand, Turtle Boy. Your neck be hurting while you looking up at Turtle Boy. You be like this. Turtle Boy. You be swinging up like a little baby and shit. And I have my hand right on your forehead like this. It's holding you back. It's holding you back. Like, you're just such a little dumbass now. You're a little child. You're a child to me, bro. You better send your bigger brothers, somebody. Damn, bro. How you gonna pop up one day? I'm gonna be like, are you done popping? How you pop up to 5'6", nigga? That's not popping up. It's not a pop up. I'm gonna pop up on you. Pull up. I'll squash your little ass. Pull up. Bro, y'all need to get your shit together. Get with your family. Right? You the big man in your family. Family full of short niggas. You probably the big man on campus. Get with your family. Get your shit together. And go help some people, bro. I'm not even gonna entertain the bullshit. I brag different, nigga. I really start fucking bragging, I really start acting obnoxious on you niggas. Like, you really want a nigga to start acting obnoxious? I play shit that you niggas don't even know exists. I've been in spaces and places you niggas can't imagine being in. And not because I'm no agent, I know how to move. What are you talking about? I spent all day editing a video for a client. You know why? I do what I love. I make money doing what I love. And when people call me to ask me to come speak about my history, it's universities, it's nations, it's people of substance and value. Right? I'm not about to go run up on Sonetta and sit with a bunch of fucking clowns. Sonetta, respect to you, but them people you be having on your panel representing the Indians are fucking clowns. And I would never be caught dead on a panel with these niggas. Ever. Nothing. I would be giving them legitimacy. That's what you don't understand. These people are frauds. And I would never sit on a panel with any of them. Like, it's insane how fraudulent they are. Like, I have no desire to prove myself to any of these people. I've been vetted by my tribe, by my family. We have been vetted by the United Nations, the same people that put out UNDRIP. So if you niggas is standing on UNDRIP, how the fuck you got something negative to say about what me and my people doing? And that's what we stand on, legitimately. Y'all talking about it. We're literally doing it. So, yeah, I'm not about to get up here and act crazy and talk crazy. I don't know this nigga. I don't know this nigga. Don't know nothing about him. Nothing. What I learned today, he's 5'6", which makes me laugh. I'm like, when it comes to that shit make me laugh. Nigga, you're not even average. Like, you below average, nigga. What are we talking about? Oh, I know what we're talking about. We're talking about jealousy and envy. And it's even more obvious. So, I want the people to believe that I switched up because they switched up. I ain't had to switch up, bro. Comes a point in your life, fair growth 420 in the building, please, bro. Workshop in the building. Comes a point in your life when you reach a certain age that you don't have to put shows on for people. You're not concerned about none of that stuff no more. I pray that you young people get there. See, whether I got 9 people in here or I got 90 people in here, it doesn't change the fact that we get invited to ceremonies. Our tribes all up and down the east, highly respected. Right? We have good relations with our families in Oklahoma. We have good relations with our families all over. Only people we don't have good relationships with are people who are lying and slandering our family. Pardon me. Right? And I have no desire to have relationships with these people because I know these people are disingenuous. And even if you gave them the right information, they would just try to manipulate the information in their favor. Hopkins said, why are just because the Lenape say they're the grandfathers, why they say, no, the Lenape don't say they're the grandfathers. All the other tribes do. You don't know that because you don't have any real tribal information. You just have Google information. That's why you keep trying to tell everybody that little African man is a Native American woman. I don't think that little person that you say is your grandmother. I think that's an African man. That's what I think. I don't think there's nothing true about that nigga. You ain't showed us nothing. You ain't showed people nothing. Not a goddamn thing. You talk more about every other person and every other nation than you have about yours. That's why you niggas can go into depth about me and my family. That's why you niggas can Google my fucking people. You fraudulent ass niggas can Google my people. Look how easy this shit is. You fucking niggas. Show you motherfuckers. Show you how easy this shit is. Watch this. How easy this is. Look at it. History of the Sandhill Indians living in the northern shores of Monmouth County, New Jersey, can be traced back to the 1700s. The Lenape Indian groups were present when the first European explorers visited the area in the 1600s. Cherokee Indian inhabitants migrated to the area during the 1700s. Now we go to the site. Now we're going to go to the site. Overview of the history of Sandhill Indians. Here we are. History of the Sandhill Indians. Start your Native American genealogy search. Look, there you go. Think you might be Sandhill? There you go. So this is just one of the websites, Sandhill, right? Sandhill Historical Association, New Jersey Sandhill Band of Lenape and Cherokee. So that's my chief's, that's my current chief's father. That's Medicine Crow. All right. Cherokee Indian history of Muncroft, Sandhill Band, Lenape, and Cherokee Indians. Lawsuit against New Jersey Little Known Indian Group. Let's pull this up. Pull this up. What are we talking about? Oh, too many requests. See, these niggas must be trying to go in. See? Yeah, look, the Reeve and Richardson. Here we go. Indian summer at Sand Hill. The Reeve and Richardson families of the New Jersey shore. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. Look at this. This essay discusses the century-long history of Monmouth County's Lenape, Delaware, Reeve clan, and the Cherokee Richardson clan using historical records and photographs from Monmouth County and the state of New Jersey and New York, as well as from the Sandhill Indian Historical Association and private family archives. Although much of the general public today persists in thinking that all Lenape have left the state, some communities continue to inhabit the northern shore area throughout the colonial period and to this day as documented by land transactions, vital statistics, censuses, military records, and archival references. They intermarried with whites, other indigenous people, and African Americans and continued gradually and contributed greatly to their community. The story of the Sandhill Indians in Monmouth County, told in part here, illuminates the historical interactions of Native Americans, Europeans, and African culture at the New Jersey shore and how those interconnected communities evolved over 2 centuries. Rutgers University. Okay, so George Washington and the cherry tree. Yeah, I'll get into that. It's really a misnomer. So this is what we do. We go to start at 1 Cherry Street. On Cherry Street, New York. Right? First White House. All right. Samuel Osgood House. This is where our journey starts. The Samuel Osgood House, also known as the Walter Franklin House, was the first official residence of the President of the United States. It housed George Washington, his family, and household staff from April 23rd, 1789 to February 23rd, 1790. During New York City's 2-year term as the national capital, demolished in 1856, it stood at the northeast corner of what was Pearl and Cherry Street, today Dover Street, in what is now Civic Center, Manhattan, New York. So, this is where the house sat, right here. See this? Right in this location, Cherry Street. Right there. Now, let's go back to origin. The owner, Samuel Osgood, was a Massachusetts politician and lawyer who settled in New York City. He married Maria Boone Franklin, widow of Walter Franklin, the merchant who had built the house in 1770. Congress rented it for Washington's use, and the president-elect moved in a week before It's April 30th, 1789 inauguration. All right, so the house was built by Walter Franklin. Samuel Osgood married his widow, and he took over the house. Now, this is where everything starts to merge. You see, here's the plaque. First presidential mansion. All right. So this was 1790, right? 1789 to 1790. And it happened right in this location, right here in Lower Manhattan, Cherry Street. Now we're going to go to the massacre. All right, so massacre at Corlear's Hook. The massacre at Corlear's Hook, February 25th, 1643. So this was a good over 100 years before the man who bought the property built the house that would eventually become the White House. But this is what took place in where this house was built. The massacre of Corlear's Hook on February 25th, 1643 was a colonial massacre of 40 Quisquic of all ages and genders in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, perpetrated by a force led by Marin Adrianson, acting under William Keff, the director of New Netherlands. Keff fought to take advantage of the Wappingers who had been driven south by the Mohawks and Mohegans and taken refuge at their old settlement on Corlear's Hook. Fleeing to lands controlled by erstwhile Dutch allies, launched in the same night as the larger Pavonia massacre in modern Jersey City. The pair of unprovoked attacks ignited 2 years of Keff's war. Now let's see if we can show you where this location is. So what you'll see is that this massacre took place in what was a cherry tree orchard. And this cherry tree orchard was the actual place where the Lenape chiefs would gather when they came to Manhattan to do trade, and they would have council there, right? So when they talk about George Washington cut down the cherry tree, we're referencing a place in Lower Manhattan that was once a site where the chiefs gathered, but then was also a site of a massacre of Lenape. And in that same place, which was located in Cherry Street, a building was used that's eventually used as the first White House. So that's where the mythology, that's the actual facts behind the mythology that has been twisted around to make it seem like George Washington chopped some cherry tree down, which represents the Moorish government. No, the cherry orchard or cherry tree orchard, right? Cherry blossoms, it's not actual cherry tree, it's cherry blossoms. That's where the chiefs would meet. So that was a symbol of government. So this is where all that comes from. It's a conflation of Lenape history trying to be tied into some type of Moorish mythology. Oh, I wasn't sharing it? My bad. I thought I was sharing it. Damn it. All right, so. Damn it. All right. All right, so All right, so here's the Samuel Osgood house. All right, it's not there no more, but there's a building there in its place. This is where the house stood. This location here. All right. This is Jersey City where the other massacre happened. And this is where Corlear's Hook, the massacre happened. This is also Corlear's Hook. All right, so 130 years before this home was built by Walter Franklin was where the Indians were massacred. But the Indians were hiding there because it was a safe space, because it was a sacred space where the tribal chiefs would gather. So if you recognize that spot there, I'm gonna try and find a picture of. Now I'm gonna go look for a picture of the location of the Corlear's Hook massacre. So you see they're showing it, that's the same as the bridge, the same area. This is Corlear's Hook right here. And this is where Cherry Street is, right in here. They probably talk about it in this article. But this is all down in the area that were like the gangs in New York and all that shit was there. So that's the history of this particular area, how it ties into George Washington. Not a direct tie, it's more of they conflated histories that took place in the same area. The massacre of Corlear's Hook on February 25th, 1643 was a colonial massacre of 40 Christians of all ages and genders on the Lower East Side. From Canal to Hudson Streets, historically it was understood to encompass a much larger area from Broadway to the East River, from East 14th Street to Fulton and Franklin Streets. Now you know Broadway was the main Indian path that traveled through Manhattan. So there you go. See, this is Corlear's Hook right here. You see, that's the same George Cherry Street. That house is built right here. And over here you have the Indian Museum down here. So that's what's going on with that. But you know, I'm just here dealing with this weirdo shit right now. It's been a long day. Just a lot of editing I had to do today. Work on a project. One of my clients, a friend of mine. And yeah, we can do a whole nother bill. I really lay all that out. I just really wanted to come up here. I ain't, you know, I really would like for these motherfuckers to move on, yo. I would like for y'all niggas to leave me and my family the fuck alone. Go get your shit together so you can talk about your family and you can be proud of who you are and stop trying to slander other people. Okay? That's what we need y'all to do. Go take your shit serious and go find your history so you can stand on that. Because you can't stand on mine. We are the rocks they could not remove. The colonial governments couldn't do it. Right? The British couldn't do it. The Americans couldn't do it. The federal government couldn't do it. New Jersey couldn't do it. think that some YouTubers could do it is insane. Do I think it has make reference? I mean, do I think that that house was built in that location to rub it in? No, I don't think. I just think that's how the universe works. You can't get around truth, and it's always going, you know what I mean? It's always gonna, when you know what you're looking at, all that exists because it's in the truth. That's the irony of the truth. You feel me? Now, do I think whatever Moore created that? Do I think he might have had some type of, yeah. I think that's a Moorish parable that speaks to the silencing of indigenous people. You know what I'm saying? Whether they intended it to be that way or not, I know it's used maliciously against the people to make them think that somehow this is a Moorish empire. And it's really, I'm trying to eat off of Lenape culture, which everybody is trying to do. And they all seem to be dirty Moors. So you got a dirty Moor that wants to now say, I was a Moor and I switched up. Now let's just imagine this. Let's just imagine if what they say was true. And I was a Moor, and I was a part of a Moorish science temple. And I was a fez-wearing, card-carrying member of a Moorish science temple. Let's say that in 2016, I was the most devout Moor in New York City. It was Turtle Gang, then Taj Tariq. Okay, let's just say that was the case, all right? Fuck the Zulu Moors. Fuck all these, like, no, Turtle Gang was the biggest, most active Moor in New York. Let's say that's the truth, right? And then I came across information, right? Let's say in 2016, I found this book, my family's book. Let's say up until 2016, I thought I was a damn Moor, right? Let's just say that's the case. And in 2016, my grandfather pulled me over because he thought I was off on this African shit. Right? That worked, right? Let's say in 2016, my grandfather pulled me aside because I was off on my African shit and told me we not Moors, and he gave me this. And I started teaching my family's history from there. What would be wrong with that? Why are you trying to shame people who would have had revelations and learned and then said, oh shit, and then grew? What's wrong with that? Let's just say that's the truth, and I learned and I grew. And I put everything, all the foolishness down, right? And I just moved forward with my family's truth. What would be wrong with that? What would be wrong with growth? What would be wrong with that? So you want to shame people? So now people can only admit they're Indian if they say they knew it all their lives? That's the climate you're creating? And they can only say they're Indian if they knew it all their lives, and if they say they're full-blood Negro and they ain't never got no African. That's the environment you've created. Turtle Gang, God, we stand 10 dudes down on the front line. I'll take on Eddie's 5'6" fat opponent that wants to step in the ring. Eddie is 5'6". What do you say? My man said I said, bro, are you serious? He said, yo, he's like, what do you call it? He compared him to CeeLo Green. He a little 5'6" CeeLo Green ass nigga. I said, is you kidding me? I could kick that nigga in his head. I could literally kick this nigga in his head. I could jump in the air like the Matrix, kick this nigga in the head with my heel, and then come down like the Karate Kid. Nigga, if you are a little CeeLo Green nigga, little pudgy nigga, yeah, bro, I do all that Matrix shit. I'll be up in the air, boom, kick you right between your fucking eyes, nigga. Yo, just imagine this. Imagine you on the playground, right? And the 5'6" nigga runs up on the fucking 6'4" nigga, starts closing up. You'll be like, what the fuck? Imagine that. Imagine that. The niggas like, yo, it's a lot of little niggas that are not big nigga out. There's a lot of little niggas that are not big nigga, but it's more big niggas that are not a little nigga out. How about that? Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fucking infants that are fucking big babies. They still fucking babies. But it ain't even about the size. I'm gonna tell you why I know the niggas pussy and the niggas soft. It's not about the size, it's about the insecurity. It's about the lies. It's about having to, in order to feel like he could even address me, he has to reduce me to a pauper, to a, see what I'm saying? Because kings recognize kings. See what I'm saying? Great men recognize great men. He wants to engage with me and turn me into a loser because he can't see himself as anything but a loser. See what I'm saying? That's why he said, oh, turtle game probably about 5'7". Nah, nigga. I was 5'7" when I was like 5 or 7. How about that? Like I said, this shit ain't about the height. It ain't about the fact that you're overweight and obese. It's about you're a liar, which means you're a coward, which means you don't stand on nothing for real. Like, if you really felt so confident you wouldn't need to lie about shit, you could just be like, yo, I don't like that nigga. And I stand on that. There's a lot of niggas I just don't like. I don't like your energy, nigga. I don't like you. Stay away from me. That's some real straight up shit. Like, I don't need an excuse to not like you. My spirit say don't fuck with that nigga, don't fuck with him. I don't need to make up no other shit. Yeah, real talk. I was 5'7" when I was like 5 or 7. Yeah, bro. I don't know what the hell. I tell you what, you niggas, all you niggas, not the 5 people here, not my 5 people here. It's probably about 4 of them that are real. Gotta be this one troll. But listen, put your money on that little nigga if you want. Put your money on that dark-skinned, copper-tone, short, fat black woman. Put your money on that little ugly black woman if you want. Put your money on that ugly black woman if you want. Oh, shit. Yeah, put your money on that little girl if you want. Niggas is doing 10-hour lives. That's just gonna change something. The only thing that shit changes is that nigga's little Cash App account. That's about. Oh yeah, nah, it come and go and shit. I got a bunch more in. No big deal. How you been, fair, bro? Okay. It's gonna come on up. bro is in Australia. Oh yeah. I don't know. Hey, y'all niggas gonna come up here. Y'all niggas hating and shit. Gonna come up here and lie to my face. You can come up here and tell me to my face I'm an alien. I don't give a fuck. You niggas can come up here and tell me I'm 5'9". You niggas can come up here and tell me I got a white parent. You niggas can get up here and say all the shit you want. Go ahead. Watch it don't change me. And if your words had that much power, why wouldn't you just say I'm a millionaire so I can fucking give you some money more? Trust me, if your words are that powerful, just make me a millionaire. Say, Turtle Gang got $10 million in the bank. I will go to the bank tomorrow and take out $9 million and give it to you. Since your words are so powerful, talk that into existence. Tell all these niggas, all your choir, the know nothings. Tell all them niggas that I'm a fucking millionaire. I got $10 million. Guarantee you, I will bring you $9 million. I will withdraw $9 million and bring you that 9. I just want that 100 off your magical fucking speak things into existence power. Let's all get some money. Why are you wasting your powers on foolishness? You can talk things into existence. Get us all some money, bro. That would be better than any scam you niggas could run. You can just talk niggas' bank accounts up. I'm an agent. I'm an agent of truth. Why these niggas is so fearful of a motherfucker who gets 5, 6 views. Hey, bro, in the building. Hold up. Let me get out of here. Let's not do that. Well, it's not up here. Let me find another thing. Fair bro in the building. Peace, bro. Good to have you, man.
Likewise. Thanks for having me. It's always cool, bro. I like listening to the street. Yeah, for sure. I've seen you've been streaming though a couple of times, which is good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the habit of it. I just got a lot of other things going on, and I'm always up for a good conversation, but it just doesn't seem like it's too many good conversations going around anymore. And I'm done offering up information and topics to people because it just turns into some type of misinformation. So I concentrate on what's important, my people, my families, people close to me,
Yeah.
I might need you to show me a better way because all of a sudden now this light is not working for me.
Mm-hmm. Is it a big lighter?
Huh?
Is it a big lighter?
Nah, it's one of these weird.
Oh, okay. Oh, nah, that's different. Yeah, because if you got a big one, you take the silver bit off, and like you can take the safety off. You take the silver off, and then if you hold the flame down, you just get a bit extra out of it. Like if you take all that shit off, hold it down, and do that. That's when it's dead. But yeah, it's only with those ones.
Yeah. So what's been going on with you, man? How's Australia?
Oh man, it's all good.
You was in school, wasn't you?
Say what?
You was in school, weren't you?
Yeah, but I didn't go this at the moment. I'm going back in July.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've had a really hectic year. It's been fucked. But you got to try and be positive, isn't it?
Yeah, hey, listen. Let me tell you, this has definitely been a challenge in a few years. Not because in online shit, just coming out of the pandemic, lifestyle, trying to get back to. You know what I mean? I've gone through a whole lot of changes over the past few years,
Yeah.
and I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, what you said before that did resonate when you said you get to a stage in life where all that Showtime sort of shit doesn't make any sense. You know, you don't feel
yeah,
any way about doing that.
yeah, it's like that whole competitive, being as competitive, all that shit starts to kind of, and that's kind of what motivates a lot of people to go out here in this world and do the things they do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
I'm past those things now. Like I'm really not concerned with being popular and all that. I'm concerned with people misrepresenting who I am. Like, you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I put out enough shit to speak for myself. I don't need everybody else remixing my shit.
yeah,
And
absolutely. You put a lot of info out there. I'm
yeah,
sure I haven't seen all of it, but I have seen, some, and I enjoy it. But I'm sure from your point of view, it would kind of get a little bit, what's the word? Like, well, I guess frustrating, and not you wouldn't be willing to do it when you see a lot of people who are receiving this info. They just want to, I guess, have it all handed to them on a plate, and they want the whole answer, not doing any research of their own or work, and then they'll change it to suit their own mind or whatever. That wouldn't be nice.
yeah. Like, I sat here and listened to Clyde Winters, and I listened to the names of the tribes that he spoke about, and I'm
Mm,
like, there's no way. Like on some levels, I feel like y'all are mentioning these people because you know the resurgence, through the social media of the presence of a lot of our tribes here in the Northeast. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? I feel like I was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
now I'm seeing these same very people that I'm closest with, the history being manipulated. And it's crazy when these people are lying. It's like somebody
mm,
trying to tell a story about your grandmother and they're lying. But everybody wants to believe the lie. You know what I'm
mm,
saying?
yeah,
Like it's it's wild that people feel like they have the authority and they really feel comfortable telling other people's stories. But the moment you say something about them, they say, you can't tell me who I am. Well, then I'm just so confused about this hypocritical path
yeah,
y'all is walking.
yeah,
Like, I, yeah, like, how do y'all not see that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you
yeah,
not?
man.
Yeah, I can't. So I question people's humanity, bro. I feel like
Yep.
these people ain't the same type of human beings we are. They can't be. They gotta be missing something. You know what I mean? Like they gotta be missing some part of this equation that makes you like Homo
Yeah.
sapien sapien, wise man. You know what I'm saying? The wise. You know what I mean? Homo sapien sapien is
Or
wise
just to
man.
connect it to nature, yeah. Having your connection to the earth
Yeah,
and
like
your existence. I think so. That's to me. That's like I really find it. You know, it might seem like people want the convenience of like all this electricity and everything, the lights, all these computers, but living in the not even, it was only probably 100 years ago. People on the farm with a horse, they churn their own milk, make their own sort of stuff. That sort of existence is something which could go on forever, and the earth is still in balance. Whereas how we're doing it for the past 50 years, it's really out of sync with nature. Really out of sync.
we've as humanity we've adapted to the off. beat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
We've accepted it and almost begun to identify via that, as opposed to the actual rhythm, and that's what's going on. You got people that's really caught up in this off beat of civilization. They express like they want to get back to the natural aspect of it, but it's like they're looking for an artificial way back to the natural way of life. And how do you do that? How do you artificially create something natural?
You can't.
No, you're defying everything that you say you stand for.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, yeah, you can't. You can't do that. It's is that an oxymoron?
Yeah. Have you seen? Oh, sorry, keep going.
No, go ahead. I'm just talking.
I was going to say, have you seen Terrence Howard's mathematics equation thing? You know, he's been doing a lot of speeches. To me, it makes sense. I mean, I guess because he breaks it down and he's got some sort of proof or whatever, but I don't know if he is talking truth.
So I think that obviously he's got some patents and stuff, which I mean you can't deny that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd have to have a better understanding. But he's got some type of proof of some of the things that he talks about are accurate, right?
Right.
But then me just thinking like the simple stuff when he says like 1 plus 0 is
1 times 1 is 3 or something like that. Yeah.
Or he says 1 times 0 should be 1, or 1 times 0 is 3, or 1. Like he tried to do something where it goes 1 times something. Now,
Yes.
that's the thing. In that equation, the first part of the equation is theoretical. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
1 times 0. Or that part of the equation is the actual reality. See what I'm saying? So if you have an apple, you have 1 apple, right?
Right.
If you have 2, you have. See what I'm saying? Like the 1 times the 1 is just the theory of it. The 0 is what you actually have. See what I'm saying? So it's like 2 times 0 is 0. Because you're not putting 2, you're saying 2 zeros. Because that's the actual item that you're dealing with, not the first part of the equation. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So saying 1 times 0 should equal anything is saying nothing, because you're saying that 1 is a 0. See what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it is. So, right. How can you expand on nothing? I guess.
If I have 2 zeros, just because I have 2 zeros, it's just theoretical.
Yeah.
It's only real when you have the actual item. So
right.
you go one times 1 thing 1 time equals 1. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 2 times 1, it would be 2. It would be that 1 thing twice. So I don't agree with that part of his equation. The other shit he be talking, I don't know enough to agree with it or disagree with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck he be talking about. I to watch that shit. I'm telling you. Yeah.
What do you mean this space? How he found the void? I guess he's found this like a shapes which are supposed to be the he did this thing where it's got a diagram showing bubbles and bubbles that connect to each other, and according to the math at the moment, there's nothing in between those bubbles. But he's found that he's got the calculation. He's made shapes for it or some sort of. Anyway, me too. I can't. It just like I guess I would like to see a change.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't even know how to. Like, yeah, that shit. that should leave me lost, bro. Like I can't comprehend the shit, and I don't want my mind to start trying to comprehend it, and then I'm sitting up here trying to find proof that Moors are from America. See what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do that to myself no more. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody put something in your head, then you spend years trying to prove what you think is true, and really they're putting shit out there in hopes that somebody proves what the fuck they talking about. See what I'm saying? I don't know enough about what he's talking about. Who we talking about here? I think we're talking about Terrence Howard and his little equation. Yeah, I think that's what we're talking about in the moment. In the very moment.
You guys jump up some other people. You can jump up, have your say.
Hey, you can talk
Have a
about what
chat,
you
man.
want. Yeah, you can come up here and talk about me. Listen, motherfuckers can come up here and tell me something new about me. I heard I was an agent today. I want to know what agency I work for and where and when I'm getting this motherfucking check. I want this fucking agent check. I mean, I know I need that. I am not working for free for the government. Please, somebody direct me to my government check. Hopefully that shit is at least 6 figures. At least 6 figures.
Well, I mean, shit. Even the way that you're saying that, and I guess you say it in a bit of a joking manner, but we were saying, how can you go against that natural representation of, the being a Homo sapien or whatever, and you're now trying to go offbeat and then thinking with the offbeat. Maybe it's these checks that, that people get this crazy money and they're fucking willing
money,
to
bro.
do it.
Yeah, it's the money. The money, listen, the money will have people. What they say in the 60s, it was fighting for rights and came back with jobs. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
do that. Okay, yeah.
Like you fighting for equality and some shit that ain't right.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
It's like you watched a woman get robbed, you ran the nigga down that stole the woman's purse, and then you kept the purse for yourself.
Yeah.
Thinking you noble. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
wasn't his anyway. Yeah, but it wasn't yours. And if you're going to do something right, do what's right and get that woman back her purse.
Give it back. That's right.
Don't keep it for yourself because you saw an opportunity. Yeah, bro. That's
Give it back.
Yeah.
And then even if she doesn't give you anything from it, fair enough, man, whatever. But if she does out of the kindness of her heart, okay, look, you gave it to me.
Yeah.
I thank you.
Do what's right. That's what matters. If you don't give you nothing, he might need that shit. He might be like, listen, I would break you off something, but I gotta pay rent. Yeah. Man, listen, do what's right, bro. Like, I do shit because it's what's right, bro. Most of the great things I've been a part of, I ain't do that shit because I was getting paid. I did it because it was right. You know what I'm saying? And if it led to something on a monetary, you know what I mean? Most of the times these things lead to greater opportunities. You know what I'm saying? That's the real, the opportunities, the relationships, the people you get to be around. Those are the things that are rewards. The money is just the facilitator. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna go somewhere, it ain't the money, it's the money that's what you need to accomplish your goal, but it's the experience you really chasing and everything that come out of that experience. You know what I'm saying?
Because you can feel empty.
Yeah.
You know? After years and years of doing something. It's like,
a lot of times when you accomplish your goal and it's over, you realize, damn, it wasn't that I wanted to accomplish this. It was the journey which gave me a reason. You know what I'm saying? Now you finish your journey and you accomplish what you was, and you're like, damn, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because you found your purpose in the journey, not in receiving the trophy at the end. Yeah, now it's over. I got this fucking trophy. Now what? Man, this trophy represents everything he did. I want to continue to do things. Fuck this trophy. You know what I'm saying? That's not the reward. It's the experience. That's why when I show people videos, I'm sharing with them the jewel of these are my jewels. These are my experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to capture those and take them with you and reflect back on them later to contain. That's the best parts. You know what I mean? When you learn and do something, once you learn it, taking it for granted now it's a part of you. The great experiences in the learning of it. You know what I'm saying? If you know it, it's just something you do. This experience is going to teach people way more than any of these books. And for people who really want to, whatever you want to do, you got to experience that shit. It can't just be something you read out of a book. Take the book with you, but go experience that shit. Your experience.
It's such a shame, man. You don't. It's just great, like in the sense of how I don't know, just it's how things have turned out for the colonial ways and how much power and shit that they have enforced over the world at the moment, right? Like in the sense, I think on television over here, you never, maybe about 30 years ago, right? You would never have seen a coloured person on the television or in an advert in Australia, like at all. Never. It was all just a white person this. And maybe in the last 15 years, they tried to seem more, I guess, progressive and woke, and they were allowing coloured people and the people you have never seen on the television before. But the thing that kind of gets to me is they're not letting the representation of that coloured man. He's wearing a suit and a tie and talking like a fucking European, not with his actual real representation. And anyone who tries to stick for that, they don't get put up, you know.
Yeah.
So
they want the Jackie Robinson. They want you to do it right. Like do it our way first, and then you can start expressing yourself. Yeah. See, so that's a place where I guess black people and people of color in America was at in the 20s and 30s. Would you equate it to then?
Yeah.
Like, y'all, yeah, like 50s maybe. Yeah, that's a damn. That's like 70 years.
Yeah.
50 years behind in terms of representation. So this is what's being talked about primarily at the UN. Indigenous representation. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's really important. People being able to identify and speak for themselves on equal levels. Like they want to, like there's a push being made internationally to develop more of a voice for indigenous people. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be media, whatever the case, it's more of an indigenous voice. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I want to be a part of on an international level. That's what we strive for. That's what I'm really kind of working for. Like not no YouTube shit on a whole nother level where, you know, people can really express themselves and have, you know, because communication changes everything. So once you open up a dialogue and a place where people can really express who they are and their history and things of that nature, it's going to raise the vocabulary of the world. You know what I'm saying? The understanding, like everybody's, the way social media is, imagine if it was geared towards embracing indigenous cultures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Authentic indigenous
culture. That's right. Sincerely, though. Not just fucking for the show. You know?
Yeah, real shit. You know what I mean? It's certain things that, like, I'm proud of, like, stuff my tribe is doing. Trying to develop different learning techniques to, like, accelerate not just individual learning, but on a society level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give away too many things, but it's a way of introducing language to the broader community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Even if it's something as simple as having the local, uh, let's say the local like 7-Elevens or convenience stores, whatever in the area,
Hmm.
reading people in the language of the indigenous people from that territory. You know what I mean? That's a way of making it easy where now everybody's engaged and learning something. I mean, the same
Hmm.
way like street signs. You know what I'm saying? Rename the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that to keep these things in the forefront, to keep
Yeah.
the representation alive. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, just getting the languages taught in schools. You know what I mean? If not on a regular basis, at least, you know, have actual speakers of languages coming to schools for maybe 2, 3 times a week and teaching the students and making these classes available to where now
Hmm.
you can employ authentic speakers of these languages. They can actually, you know, make a living by teaching their languages in the territories and the schools that occupy their territory. You know what I mean? Just so it can be a little bit like this is how you start to reintroduce, you know, culture into the community. You know what I'm saying? Like a restaurant brings culture into a community. You know what I'm saying? How many of us have dined at, you know, restaurants that represent whole different ethnic groups? And just from the menu, you learn different, like, you know, you learn linguistic terms. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to communicate by being in the restaurant with these people. You learn to
Hmm.
value their culture a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why can't we do these things with indigenous culture? Make it a point to reintroduce these into the communities that they initially came from. You know what I mean? That's land recognition on a whole nother level. These are the type of things we want to do. So it ain't about just Indian, it's about the culture and the history as well. So whether these Indians still occupy that territory or not, their history should be taught. Their language should be known. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be taught to the point where you have non-tribal people speaking it more than the tribal people. But, you know, the languages of these lands should be known. The animals still know. It might improve your relationship with the animals. English is still new to these animals out here. You know what I'm saying? They used to being called a certain thing for thousands of years.
Exactly.
So they still gonna
That's a
respond to that shit.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's what I'm just kind of thinking. Sort of two things there. Like you're trying to get the coexistence of both, uh,
Mm-hmm.
all of these cultures, right? But then maybe for as it was blatantly assigned, I mean, was in use that it was the detriment of the indigenous that was the basically being of the colony, right? They were wiping them out, and then, making them talk in a totally different way. But as you just explained, this knowledge that these indigenous people have of wherever they're from around the world, all over they've been in. It's a knowledge of way of life and how to keep going for thousands of years. Like to exist and survive.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's like not even this whatever this stuff that's come out, this new technology in the past century or whatever. That's like there's nothing, for people that think that's all this is the smartest and we're at the cutting edge and all this sort of shit. The way we're living, we're destroying the earth. Like we have to go mine and destroy the earth just to get the petrol or whatever it is to get the computer and everything. The way that we live, the way that these knowledge, ancient ways, it's all balance, more balance anyway.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
but
like, and this is why another thing why I feel like language. I think language will help bring back that balance because language language let me see, like it orchestrates you. You know what I'm saying? Points you back in the right direction. Meaning, these certain herbs, these certain plants, in knowing their name, you know what they do. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you understand more than just how when we look at something and we go, oh, that's such and such. You know what I'm saying? When you start to understand the indigenous languages, there's so much information in what you consider to be the name of something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that can tie you back into this, like, how to say, the matrix. You see it now. Now, when you look at a plant, you don't just go, oh, that's such and such. Now, when you understand the language, you understand not only what that plant is, but what it does. You know what I'm saying? And to some extent, why it's found here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ties you into the matrix of nature. You understand? Because the language is so descriptive of the nature. See what I'm saying? Like, place of good wood for bows. That's another name for what Manhattan means. A place of good wood for bows. You know, it says so more than just Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about what Manhattan even represents, it's a place for good wood for bows. If you think in terms of, in modern terms, that good wood is a commodity. That bow, right, that you make, that's a resource. You know what I'm saying? And New York is a place where you can go and do some trading of resources. That's kind of what it was established on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was even before the Europeans came. The place for good wood for bows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That bow could represent anything. I'm just talking about a place of abundance, a place, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, true that. Okay, yeah.
See what I'm saying? So, yeah, I could even go into a little bit more with that, but I'll leave it at that. I don't restructure this site. If I get a few more people sticking around, really want to talk about some real shit, I'm gonna restructure the site. But I definitely about to part of the team, so it ain't gonna affect you. But a lot of these other people, I'm not gonna let them sit around here listening in and try and fucking reverse engineer, shit we talk about. Nah, we're not doing that no more. But yeah, man. Fucking blunt going out. I'm the type I like to have my L, like whether I'm smoking or not, just having it, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's psychological for me. I don't even think get me high no more. What you smoking on, fair bro?
I actually don't know the strain of this one, but just some nothing super special at the moment. I mean, it's still good in compared. I haven't got any of the medical one.
So what's the situation like out there?
It's different states, a couple of different places, different things. In majority, it's very strict and very illegal, but they have a medical program now where, if you're over 18, you can go talk to a doctor every month, pay a little bit of money for the consult fee, and then you can go to dispensaries and, get the green. The price is ranging. They've got, they used to be quite expensive. I mean, it is quite expensive in the whole because you constantly paying for doctors and then then the product. But they've got stuff now which is quite a bit cheaper than the street. I guess like $5. I just saw the other day, yesterday. There's a new one. I haven't tried it. That what is it? $50 for 10 grams. 50 Australian dollars anyway for 10 grams. So
for 10 grams?
yeah,
That's good. You know,
that's cheap. Yeah,
that's fucking cheap, man. God damn.
but I mean the quality would definitely be pretty good. The percentage wasn't too high, I don't think, but they have other ones which are similar, about $6-7 a gram, which are like 20%, probably 20+% THC. Then you got ones which are $20 a gram though too, but they are quite a bit better. But I don't think they're like 5 times, like I mean 3 times better, or whatever the price equates to. You know.
Yeah, nah, shit like $30 each.
Yeah.
I'm smoking on some shit from called Banana Sunday. It's be having shit in
Nice.
packages.
Yeah. What is this? Is it still in limbo in New York at the moment? Or what's the law like?
Oh, actually, they started cracking down on the bodegas. That shit everywhere. Like, you can go up in the bodega and get that shit. But they've been cracking down on it. So, a lot of these places, so you got the shit out here that's like the dispensaries, but they don't have their license yet, so they only selling the shit that the not what's the shit that ain't got the CBDs or whatever.
Oh yeah.
They only selling those.
Right? Yeah.
But they're waiting in line to get their licenses.
Okay.
So the corner stores just been selling that shit right out the corner store, and
in the packets and everything, all these new fancy colors and shit. Yeah, right.
Everything, bro. Yup, right up in the bodega. That shit sit right there.
Description and everything.
That shit sitting right there, bro. Like it's a dispensary. You know what I'm saying? Out in the open, everything.
Yeah.
But you can get weed anywhere in the city now. All over.
Yeah,
bro.
I've seen this thing where people are in the park or whatever, or they're near some monument and they just set up a table and then put the stuff there. But then they have been cracking down a little bit lately, like in the past, whatever, a couple of weeks I saw something.
Yeah, but ever since all that subway shit started, they got National Guard out here, and all that shit is making everything a little tighter. But yeah, like they eventually gotta crack down. New York City smell like weed, bro.
It was everywhere, eh?
It's just everywhere. Like,
was it all high grade? What was the quality like? I mean,
yeah, bro, I ain't ran into no garbage weed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe some strains that I don't like, but like like dirt weed, swag weed, nah, I ain't ran into none of that shit. Everybody got something that they think is exotic. You know
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. That's good.
Yeah. I be smoking this white shit. Shit got like white hair.
Yeah.
It's a little expensive. I be like every now and then I get that shit. Man.
What about the rosin? You getting extracts? You know, like dabs and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Dabs ain't last long. Dabs hit for a minute. My man used to push that shit.
Okay.
Like I'm not really into it. I'm just old school, bro. I like
flowers. Flowers the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do all the edibles. I don't do none of that shit.
Yeah.
One day I did eat a whole bag of edibles. I ate it like a regular bag of candy. And that shit had me I woke up the next day. I was filming. It was actually at 24 hours apiece. So 24 hours apiece. We filmed until like 3 in the morning, and we take like a 3-hour break to get some sleep. So it's not quite 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? But it pretty much is. So we get like 3 hours sleep. So it was like 3 in the morning, wrapping up. And I was hungry, and everything.
Oh no! Fuck.
There was nothing to eat. There's like a hood chicken right there, downtown Newark, right? Like a Crown chicken right there. That shit was closed. I got there, shit was closed. So I go to the hotel, and all I had was a bag of edibles, bro. I ate them shit like a regular bag of candy, yo. I woke up the next day. I was supposed to be on stage filming. I ain't filmed shit, bro.
Yeah.
I missed the whole second day of the show, bro. I was out of it.
Slept through it,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, like, now, if I pop one, it don't do nothing. If I eat a whole bag of them, that shit is gonna ruin
that's
my
gonna,
day, bro.
yeah, for sure. Anybody will fall asleep.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm trying to wake up. I'm already exhausted, tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true that.
Whole bag, like I'm you know, it's a 24-hour concert, bro. Starts at 6 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Saturday. All right, so Friday night from 3 to 6 is when we get the break. Actually, it's 6 to 12. Goes all the way to 12.
Right. Yeah.
7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So it's more than 24 hours. I basically be filming that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, true.
I ain't make that shit that time.
You couldn't do that shit, true.
I couldn't do it. I
Damn.
bro. Man, I stayed in the hotel the whole day. I finally made it out around 3 o'clock.
That's crazy, man. Did you get the money? Oh, no. I don't know, dude. Hopefully that didn't put you off edibles. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a great experience. But
I didn't eat edibles. I never ate edibles. My dude just gave me the bag because,
yeah.
It be motherfuckers out there promoting their shit. So my dude Tariq, he was like, one of the weed dudes out there. So he was like giving samples away.
Yeah.
He gave us some bags. So I just had that. I didn't think he was gonna do that to me. But I'm not an edible. I don't eat edibles. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit had me.
I mean, it's a good way to consume. It's healthy. Yeah, if you get the doses right and shit, and so. Because CBGs and that's still beautiful too. They're great.
Yeah, they do other things. What do you So what are you utilizing for aside from getting high?
Oh man, it's got heaps of benefit. Like, I mean, just smoking flower, right? I really find there's a difference between sativa and indica, right? Like a kind of mind energizing from the sativa, whereas you've got more of the couch lock relaxing from an indica. But you can, if you don't have an appetite, if you're not eating, if you smoke something, you get the munchies bad. You want to eat anything. It can give you good sleep. It can anxiety though too. It helps with that, like you can just chill out a bit. And with the oil, like even with oils, that's good. I've tried that too, CBD oils and shit. And even put that on for pain. Like if you got like a injured joint or a bone or something like that, I put it on and it really helped. And CBD helps with inflammation.
So you put the oil directly on your...
Yeah. Well, the injured point, yeah, it was like because I got a broken knuckle and stuff like that, and I did that.
I used to drip.
It helped, man.
CBD oil in my cough. Just put it in my cough. Shit you can drop.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You had that before, the stuff that you can just take the drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to put that in my coffee and shit.
Yep.
But yeah, I was anything other than I'm not into a whole all that. I don't really drink the heavy. I just smoke.
Yeah, I don't drink at all, really.
Yeah, I don't really drink. I drink socially when I somebody. Yeah, I
Yeah.
be drinking out there. But I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't be chasing no alcohol. Shit.
Yeah.
It ain't never been my thing.
Fact, man. And you think about that, like, you get like with the genetically, I guess, in your what's the word? What's the word? Family lineage, right? Same way, alcohol wasn't part of our great grandfather's life, man. But smoking pot would have been, like maybe you know what I mean. It would have been part of the culture, the known thing.
Alcohol definitely. And then we actually got some history of like that typical history. They're like, yeah, motherfucker got drunk and gave some land away. We got some shit like that in my family. Motherfucker got drunk and traded some land for a boat. And that boat never sailed, never said, like, you know what I'm saying? Traded a bunch of acres away for a fucked up boat, drunk in a bar one day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't drink. It's definitely not a part of my culture. Nobody in my family really drink. The niggas that drink, but it's not like a part of my, like, we don't be having, like, even like when we would have our little gatherings and family barbecues and shit, it wasn't like the bar was the main attraction, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
my family, we don't, like, when I look back, I'm like, damn, I think I come from a good family. Shit. I didn't realize it at the time. I mean, I know I do, but like, when I think about it, like, I don't got a whole bunch of, I mean, we got alcoholics, we got all that shit, but not like it's a dominant, or maybe I just didn't see it. I don't know, but I don't remember a whole bunch of alcoholism in my family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't got no drunk uncles and shit like that. Or maybe I just didn't meet them niggas, but I don't recall it. But yeah, that was never really a big part of the culture. I would agree with that. Outside of street culture, going to the hood culture, yeah. I never was into all that shit. When niggas used to be drinking 40s and let's go get a 40 and all that. Yeah, I never like drinking beer, or no 40s, none of that shit. That shit was not. St. Ives. I grew up in the St. Ives when 40s was just dropping. You know what I mean? Malt liquor, old English, all that time. Ugh, that shit disgusting. Definitely not no alcohol. Yeah, man, I just wanted to jump up here real quick, man. I ain't gonna keep you all night. Good to hear from you, bro.
You
know what I mean? I know we're trying to give people an opportunity. If there are people out there that really feel like they hear the slander, but they might want to know the truth. Try to pop in every now and then. See if people want to know the truth. If not, I'm good. Every time I hear my name getting slandered, it's an opportunity for people to see for themselves. So I try to make that available. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro. Fucking hope you keep going good, man. Even in whatever you do, if you're chilling out and just doing whatever you want, just right.
Yeah, come on. So Magic Spoon said, I think everyone have a bad gene in their family. Yeah, man, nobody's perfect. Definitely not perfect. Shit, we know what the fuck. We know what the hell we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely not perfect. But yeah, everybody struggles with alcoholism. Man, I'm sure if I think hard enough, I can identify people in my family that suffer from alcoholism, struggle with it. Just maybe how my family dealt with it was a little differently. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have any of those, dominant stories of Uncle such and such being this and that. But hey, always live and learn. Always, I know our elders were selective about the things they allowed us to, the knowledge they, they gave to us. So who knows? But I do know we like to stay away from that fire water. And when I do get fucked up, I get fucked up. And if I do drink and let it get away, yeah, it get crazy. I can get crazy. I'm not good on liquor. You know what I'm saying? I'm real honest on liquor. You know what I'm saying? I'm honest now. On liquor, I'm real. Like, if I don't like you, I'm really gonna tell you I don't like
Mm.
you. Yeah. So I'm pretty transparent now. So yeah. On liquor. Yeah.
It was such a fucking. I just thinking of like, man, it was such an evil, like deceitful, cunning, fucking disgusting way that these people took over these lands, man. You know, and took advantage of,
They
and
did a
did it for
lot of
so long. Oh man.
bro. They've massacred and deceived. They've massacred, deceived people. They've married in. They've done so many fucking horrible things to people.
And people support it in the masses, though. You know, like how it's like there's obviously certain people doing these disgusting deeds to the fullest in the power, but then you've got all these other people that have just fucking fallen under the okay, well, I guess because of the army or whatever they got, but fuck out of it. It's crazy.
And what's crazy is the army is full of people of your neighbors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the people who oppress you are the people. Our own people oppress us because it's really not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's true.
yeah, it's humanity, bro. It's
But then now, which way is going with all this AI and new tech and shit? Like, I don't see that stopping really, and all this shit like the Matrix or whatever, like the movie. It's probably gonna happen when you see it in a movie. It's just they're thinking about it or something, you know. Like, oh, it's insane.
I see a lot of
Yeah.
people. I see a lot of people getting left behind. I see a lot of people like literally becoming those batteries in the Matrix. Like the point where AI is going, what room in the world is there for dumb people? You know what I'm saying? If not to be robots, if not to carry out mundane, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
AI is getting smarter and human beings are getting dumber.
Yeah.
Like being completely dumbed down. You know, like TikTok is destroying people.
I don't have TikTok. I don't have it. I think I'm thinking about
Well, I think you'll be alright on TikTok. Like some people, like it's not going to destroy them, but for the most part, I think TikTok is destroying a large demographic. Like a large number of the population is completely dumbed down and don't even require proof of the things that are being presented to them. And that's what's
yeah.
scary to me. When you don't even require proof, when you're satisfied because a statement makes you feel good, and you think that's going to carry weight in the greater communities, boy, I feel sorry for you when you go overseas and lose your fucking passport. Shit. You're going to realize shit go a certain way. And how you feel, like, motherfucker told me I feel with my hands. I ain't got time for this other shit. I don't know. We'll see, fair bro. We'll see.
And things can be manipulated now too, eh? Like people just look at a video clip and then they take it, alright? And then now they've got all these things where it looks like they're talking, but they're not talking. You know
It's a
what
whole
I
nother
mean?
world right now. Motherfucker with the right technology could really do some damage. You know what I mean? With the right technology could really do some damage for the people that are so
And
dumbed down.
like we've got people over here, they're getting scammed, right? Like it ends up, mostly I guess elderly people with savings and shit, and they're seeing these adverts that come up on YouTube or Facebook where they've got like Elon Musk or some Australian kind of financial person or whatever, and they've got AI talking on it, and it's them. It digitally looks like them, but it's not them.
Mm-hmm.
And these people fall into it. But how come fucking Facebook and YouTube have allow these ads on there too, man? It's like it's weird, man.
Yo,
Because
so
in the first place, those things shouldn't even be on the fucking thing.
so I'm working on a video now for a friend of mine, my friend, but it's a AI video, right? And the guy who
Okay.
actually did the programming for it, he has a company that deals in all that, right? So I'm over there at his in the office one day, and he's showing me this program, right? He was telling me how this is the next level for social media. So in the program, it's like you're literally in another world. So him and his partner both go to the office, and he's online, and it's a whole program with him and his partner at the office, interacting, doing all the work they would do, but they're both in their own respective places. But it's like they're playing an actual game where they're together
What?
online. So he was like, the social media is gonna be like this. So you're gonna be looking at video generated you in an actual place with people from all over. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be on the next level where you can be buying stuff, and same way you go on a catalog or you go on Amazon, and no, you could literally be walking through the Amazon building, walking through the mall and shopping, and go try something on. Like it's all completely virtual. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be the next level of social media, which means motherfuckers.
But then how do you get the physical product?
It gets shit to you, just like you
Oh,
would
okay.
fucking buy it online.
All right.
You go through the same process. You're just doing it like you're in an actual
And
environment.
there's probably like a digital thing of you two walking around, and you can see it.
Yeah. It's your exact dimensions, everything. Like you can't lie on it and create yourself something different. It scans you in. It's you. You know what I'm saying? It's just the artificial you. So now you're not looking at the Target app. You're like walking around Target. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, bro.
When is that going to come out? The next couple of years, probably. Or
They already
it's
got it.
out now. Yeah.
They already got it. That's how people are doing. They're having their virtual offices now. So me and you would be doing just what we're doing now, but on the screen, we'll be interacting. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I'm doing on the computer, you'll have access to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could get up and walk over to my computer and look over my shoulder and be seeing what I'm doing on the screen. See what I'm saying?
Via my directions on the fucking device. Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro. Crazy. I'm like, he's like, yeah, this is the next level. It's something off this shit, but yeah, we got that shit. It's a program on how to have a business online. Man. So motherfuckers ain't even gonna have to leave a crib no more. You can literally work from home and go into work. Be at work. You know what I'm saying? But you home. But you're doing 8 hours in that goddamn game at your desk.
Man, someone to like how they gonna like, they go into the room together, and then they go into the other person's computer and drain all the account. How there's gonna be all this crime and shit, I don't
Who
know,
knows?
somehow. It's not gonna be
Well,
good. Like,
it's like how like that I guess NBA 2K they kind of do that where motherfuckers be all in the same shit and be having the avatars. Man. And then if you get this shit, you're actually there. You put that shit on, you put over your head the
yeah,
goggles, now you're
I've
really
seen
there.
that.
Yeah, that shit crazy. You're gonna be like, I'm outside. Like, no, you're not. You're literally in your living room. You're not outside. You're gonna be outside talking about I'm outside. Yeah, that's the world we're getting to. and it's going to be a world full of dumb people that will accept anything on face value. All you got to do is say it at the right tone,
Yeah.
right tempo, right tone, with the right uh, inflections. You tell people anything nowadays, bro. Yo, let me get out of here, man. I don't want to.
True. All right, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you all night. I know it's probably early for you over there, though.
Yeah, it's in the afternoon. All right, bro.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. I'll
All right,
pass it
bro.
out of here. Talk to you soon.
Absolutely. I
Take it
appreciate
easy.
you coming up, though. Keeping company, bro. Appreciate you.
All good. Enjoy it. Peace.
We're gonna pop back up soon. All right. All right. So once again, thank you. It's fair, bro. Appreciate you, bro. So before I get out of here, yeah, just wanted to give anybody an opportunity who might be hearing this slander about Turtle Gang, and you want to find out for yourself, discover truth at the edge of transparency. Welcome to walking. Welcome to walking. Peace out.